What up? Mr. Lee here. Okay, so numbers 15 and 16 deal with your transformations. You're given an original graph, f of x, and you're asked to transform it with this, with these transformations here. Okay, so negative 2f of x plus 1. I have the key points listed here, right? So if you have these key points, these corner points, and then connect them with lines, that's basically your graph. So if I transform these key points and then connect the rest, we should get the whole transform graph. Okay. So you can apply these left to right. Your negative 2 is saying you're taking all your y values, or your function values, multiplying by negative 2, and then your x plus 1 inside here, if you guys remember, I think that's your h value. It's probably the letter you guys use. It's going to be a horizontal translation. That's a left or right translation. And when you have an x plus 1, that means the whole graph shifts left 1. Okay? If it said x minus 1, that means it would shift right 1. Okay? But this is plus 1, so that means everything shifts left 1. So let's go from left to right. I'm going to multiply all the y values by negative 2 first. Okay? So the x values stay the same first. These are, again, these are the key points here. Key points of here after I connect them, right? If I multiply by negative 2, the function value is going to go negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. Positive 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. 0 times negative 2 is just 0, and then 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Okay, so I'll show the update here. This is just if I applied the negative 2f. Okay, I haven't shifted it left 1 yet. I'll do that next. But you see the update. Okay, I can even show you the just the new graph. Okay, but it also helps to kind of compare, like where your points are transforming and moving to. Okay, so now the shift left, the x plus 1, I'm going to shift all the x values left 1. So that's a minus 1. So this is going to become a negative 3, a minus 1, a 1, and a 2. This should be your final graph. Okay, and I'll hide the original so you guys can see. That's after a multiply of negative 2 and then a shift of left 1. Okay, let's do one more. You have the same starting f of x, right? So same starting points here. Instead, we want to multiply by 1/2 and then input a negative x. This should be a reflection when you input a negative x here. Okay, but let's do one at a time. Multiply by 1/2. X values originally stay the same, so that's negative 2, 0, 2, and 3. I'm going to take the y value, multiply by 1/2, so that just becomes negative 1, positive 1. 0 times 1/2 is 0, and then another 1 there. Okay, here's the update. That's just if I shrunk it down vertically by 1/2, right? All the y values, you can hopefully see visually, just shrinks by 1/2, gets closer to the x-axis. And then my reflection is going to make all my x values a negative x. So simple as going to your x values and changing the sign, right? A negative 2 becomes positive 2. A 0 becomes negative 0, which is still 0. A 2 becomes negative 2. 3 becomes negative 3. So I know it looks kind of funky, right? But you can do one at a time. And basically it's a reflection over the y-axis, right? You're changing all the x values to negative x, right? So if x is over here, negative x goes over here. It's a reflection over that y-axis. Okay, so here's your final graph. I'm going to hide the original. There you go.